Point number 4, Chris, are you buying Graham Potter's excuse that their issue for Chelsea this weekend was the rotation from the Champions League?
I'm not, quite honestly, and I think he's shown. Well, what do you want? We hear two arguments, don't we? Which one do you want? Is there too many fixtures, too many games, or the rotation's an issue? So you can't have both there. Now, I think he needs to be more bullish. He sounds too apologetic there. It sounds like an excuse. It's not even apologetic. It's a lame excuse for me. He's got so many top quality players there to get a tune out of. And he sees them every day. He might not have known much about them when they arrived, and it might be a bunch of misfits. But you telling me when you get a new player, and even if it wasn't his player, he would have been up at night watching that guy's last 4 games. So he knows who's good at what, or he should do. So this rotation thing is giving the players an excuse. If the player, it brings somebody else in, the player doesn't play very well, then the guy goes, well, I can't play with this guy. His rotation, he changes all the time. The guys around me change all the time. Potter needs to get a bit bullish and start saying, we're Chelsea. We're going to sort this out. I'm going to give the players the opportunity. Those who take the opportunity are going to stay in the starting 11, and those who don't, they're going to have to fight their way back into the team. But just this sound like we're going to rotate it around and give everybody a chance, and if we don't win, it's because of that. That to me just shows weakness, and it gives the players an excuse. So no, I don't buy it. I mean, there's a probably every team in that league would like the size of squad that Chelsea have got, and they're all top quality players. I mean, it's ridiculous, quite honestly. I think I said that he should have till the end of the season, but now I think his time's really running out because the fans aren't buying that. And it's becoming poisonous now.
Also, welcome to Chelsea, right? Welcome to a big club. You're going to have to play in the Champions League as well. And so if it was the rotation that got you on Saturday, you lost the game to Dortmund as well during the Champions League. So it wasn't like you know what I mean, that we gave our all here and we shot every bullet in the chamber
right.
to be able to beat Dortmund. You lost. So either way, you're still losing. It reeks of desperation, and you're right. It's giving an excuse to the players, and I would also say this: it was one thing when you brought in players and you say, okay, that didn't fit. Ownership was willing to own that, and they spent wildly again during the January transfer window. At some point, we just have to come to terms with the fact that even though I think we all believe that Graham Potter is a very good manager, the players aren't responding. And if they don't respond, does it really matter how good the manager is if the players don't respond to what the manager is saying? That clearly, and a lot of these guys are new as well, which makes me think you've got problems in that dressing room that you haven't addressed where dudes just aren't responding to your managerial style. And the new guys that have come in aren't responding as well, and they're not playing particularly well. Chelsea's been decimated by injuries. That's absolutely true. But they bought on so many players that should have been able to fill those holes without an issue that you can't lose matches the way that they're losing matches right now. And if you do lose those matches, you hold yourself and your players accountable. You don't just say, well, that's the rotation from being in the Champions League, because Jurgen Klopp deals with that every year. Pep deals with that every single year. That's just what, when you're manager at United or Spurs or Arsenal, you've got to deal with that every single year. And it's not an excuse. And so the fact that he's using it as an excuse makes me wonder, one, is he just desperate and he's saying whatever he needs to say? Or two, does he not get how big of a job this is? And that it's different when you're in a big job like Chelsea.
And that's what he's admitting, isn't it? That you're right. By saying that, he's admitting this is a big surprise to me. I wasn't expecting this. Well, like you say, welcome to Chelsea, and that's what comes with being in the Champions League and the FA Cup, and and all the competitions right to the end. The fixtures are going to mount up. But if you're not winning, play your best 11. Play your best 11 for three games on the run and get some wins under your belt. I mean, they can't all be getting exhausted because none of them are playing for that long. If that's his excuse that he's rotating them all, it can't be down to tired legs. So play your best 11. Sound like you belong there, and sound like you're in control. And the players are going to have to step up. I'm playing my best 11, and if the players are going to have to earn their place. Because, he just sounds like, wow, this is a big surprise. And sorry, it's down to the rotation. Yeah, it's not good enough, and he's obviously he's obviously an honourable guy. Maybe he's too honest in what he's saying. I think he needs to start being more bullish.